Todd going through his usual pre-race stretches. Seems to do that every time. And we're not going to be far away from a start here. Revs rise.
They're engaged and off, and again Todd, and not a good start for Dunlop again. This happened yesterday. He was away 5th or 6th position, just hasn't got that nailed, getting it off the line. Gives himself some hard work. He's back again in about 7th or 8th place, but generally down the inside into the Ballachegan corner. He'll break up some space and some time, I think, but it is Todd.
From Browne. So last night's 1-2 or 1-2 again this morning on the opening lap.
Dunlop 6, I believe, through there.
They make their way down the Ballachegan straight. Todd right out to the right-hand side of the road, and Browne following him immediately. Rob Hodson looks to be into 3rd place, and then Mikey Evans is in 4th. So Evans has come from row 3 up into 4th place. Dunlop again, just bogging down off the start line.
Yeah, he got past them. I think he's gone into 5th already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5th place for Dunlop.
He'll be next trying to get past Michael Evans, the Santon rider. As they all get through Ballabeg, I think. They look to be all coming through fairly safely. So it is Todd then out front trying to do the double here at the Sub 100, having won last night. He's out front early.
Listen to those machines revving, screaming their way through there. And it is the 44 there, isn't it, that's in 3rd. Rob Hodgson had had some great rides here so far.
Hodgson, Evans and Dunlop having a right little scrap here for that 3rd place. Dunlop is right with them now. It's what he can do as Todd and Browne come in. Here are these 3, Hodgson, Evans and then Dunlop. We'll close it right up into the braking and then go back out a little bit on the run up towards Church Bends. Bide their time probably if you're Dunlop and wait for that start-finish straight, which seems to be the best opportunity to really get the power out of that Ducati and try and do something about this. It's Evans that's closing right in on Hodgson as they come down through Great Meadow, though, as the rest of them stream through.
What a sight it is.
Stream through and scream through.
Dunlop's having a look on the inside.
Dunlop's done Evans. He's up past Evans, so he's up into 4th. Next to the target is Hodgson for that 3rd place.
Meanwhile, unfortunately for him, the 2 front runners there, which is Todd and Browne, are getting away. All this time they've got 0.7 of a second. They're 2 seconds back to this bunch in 3rd. Dunlop through.
He's up into 3rd place, Dunlop. Yeah, absolutely. He's got past Rob Hodgson. So now it's just, as you say, there's a probably 3-4 second gap to the front 2, and it's just what impression Dunlop can make. So it's Todd from Browne from Dunlop, then Hodgson, then Evans, then Jamie Coward is holding on to 6th. That's impressive by Jamie. Best showing we've seen from him so far this week. Then Michael Sweeney in 7th, Paul Jordan in 8th, then Nathan Harrison and Dominic Herbertson rounding out the top 10.
I think the next lap will be Dunlop fastest. He made up so much time into Church Corners.
He's given himself a lot of work to do with that start, but he's got time to try and work on it. It's a 7-lap race, so there is plenty of time. As Nathan Harrison there goes through, and then that's followed by 21, which is Joe Yeardsley. So the 2 Manxmen going through there, right up front. Browne is right with Todd, then that gap back to Dunlop, and so at the front, it's whether Browne can do anything about Todd.
And they don't trip over one another, because I think Michael Dunlop is definitely going to be closing that gap down. There he goes. You can hear that thundering Ducati, can't you? 959, twin cylinder, of course. That's why it's allowed more capacity as opposed to the 4-cylinder machines at the front. And
now Dunlop's got himself clear air. We'll see what he can do. The lap times will be quite telling at the end of this 2nd lap, the first flying lap of the race. With Dunlop in clear air, what's he been able to do? We'll be looking for those times as they head on up towards Church Bends for the 2nd time.
Oh, listen to it, growling. Yeah, the gap last time was around 2.5 seconds, I think, wasn't it? So we'll see if that gap's come down. And as you say, Chris, the lap times will be important. Lap record from last night was Todd, 2:17.166.
Pace is certainly high this morning. As we see Grant Thompson and Erno Costamo there coming through. They are in a battle for 12th and 13th places at the moment. Then 42 That is Aaron Sandler. He's just outside the top 20 at the moment. It is that quick. So we're through the start-finish line. And Browne's taking the lead. We've got a lead change. Browne is in front.
That's got to be on the braking, hasn't it? It has to be down into Castletown corner.
2:17.8 for Mike Browne. Dunlop's pace was a 2:18.3, so half a second off the pace up at the front.
But he was passing people on that lap, wasn't he?
True enough, he was. So now it's what he can do on a lap where he's got no traffic to worry about. He's just got to rabbit in front of him of these two riders, Browne and Todd. Browne then leading by literally a tenth of a second from Todd. Todd won't like that. He took the win last night. He had a couple of little ding-dongs with Rob Hodgson in the lightweight race as well, where he lost out. But he took 2 victories last night. He'll want to make it a hat-trick already if he can. And he's looking pretty racy on the run into Ballabeg here.
Oh, look at the bikes, the front end bouncing around every which way on the bottom stops, or the front forks are crammed up inside the fairing as they go down into that. 44 there is Hodgson there, of course.
Then Jamie Coward has got himself up to 5th place now as well. So Jamie Coward going very nicely too. And he's coming off road 3 on the Triumph. So what's happening up front that we want to see? Browne then snatching the lead and holding on to it as they head down into Billown Dip for the 3rd time. Dunlop is closing a little bit, I think.
I think this will be Dunlop's fastest lap.
They come up into cross 4 ways.
Definitely closing, 100% closing now.
Fantastic.
He's right with them. This is going to be a stunning lap. He's right with them. He must have made us full second on the front, on the leaders.
And the front two don't look like there's, that Todd has shown a wheel or anything anywhere, so they've not dropped any time. No. It's just pure pace by Dunlop, this looks like. Got that Milwaukee Ducati absolutely working, except for off the start line.
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously a bit snatchy, the clutch there, but yeah, he is right with them. This is going to be some race, Chris.
Oh, they're all coming back together. Dunlop, Todd, Browne is the reverse order 3-2-1. It's Browne leading the race. He grabbed it on that run down through the start-finish line the last time. He's continuing to hold it. Dunlop switches to the right-hand side, then tries to cut in on the left. Oh, he's not yet. But what can he do now as they run out?
This is where he'll pass if he's going to make a move. He's got the speed, he's got the power, he's got the torque with that big Ducati. This is where he can make a move. We get some lap times coming up very, very shortly as they go over the line. And it is. And Dunlop, 2:17.5. That's incredible.
0.4 of a second outside of the Davey Todd lap from last night, but it's early stages of this race still, and the 3 of them are right together now. What a spectacle this is for all the huge fans out there around this 4.25 mile course. There we're seeing Mikey Evans there is obviously a retirement. He's pulled out, looks like maybe cross 4 ways for Mikey Evans.
Right, here we go. Well, Dunlop caught them so quick. They actually had a slow lap though, didn't they? Mike Browne and Davey Todd, the lap before was a 2:19. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, not sure, yeah. So it's Browne from Todd from Dunlop, then Rob Hodgson in 4th, Jamie Coward in 5th, then in 6th it's Paul Jordan, up to 7th is Nathan Harrison with Evans' retirement, Joe Yearsley is 8th, then Grant Thompson in 9th, Erno Costamo in 10th, 11th and 12th are Barry Thurber and Kevin Keys as Nathan Harrison makes his way through Ballabeg hairpin. But the action is all up front.
Half race distance. Some great sounds out there, what with the 3-cylinder Triumphs, the twin-cylinder Ducati, the 4-cylinder Yamahas and Hondas.
Getting ready here for the braking zone into cross 4 ways once more as Todd comes right up onto the back wheel of Browne. There's just a little bit of a gap between them and Dunlop. Todd does show himself. He's made Browne sit
allow
up.
Dunlop surely to close it. I think Michael Dunlop's sitting there waiting now. He pulled him in so quickly. I have a feeling, unless has any more bike problems, that he's just sitting there watching what's going on in front of those two, tripping over Browne and Todd, tripping over one another a little bit as they went into cross 4 ways.
Todd back in front then on the Malenko by Paget's Honda from Browne, with Dunlop right with Browne now as well. The 3 of them almost, the gaps are almost identical between 1st and 2nd and 2nd and 3rd as Hodgson, Coward, Jordan and then Nathan Harrison come down through Great Meadow. So into the braking zone, the next one. We know Browne is prepared to give it a go. Not there though. He's just going to wait his time.
This is proper road racing.
He has taken the lead a couple of laps ago over the start-finish line, so can he get right into the slipstream? Dunlop is crouched right down into the slipstream, looking for everything. Look at the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Right down on the tanks. Browne's close enough, and he's having a go. He's pulled out to the left-hand side to come. Yeah,
he has. He's through. He's through. Absolutely.
Todd back in. Browne back into the lead as they head out into lap 5 of 7. This is brilliant racing in glorious sunshine here at Castletown on the Isle of Man. Wow.
I can't hardly see them, can you? All tucked under that screen there. Not so many flies around, which is nice for them. That's not an issue. The issue is these bumps as you watch them coming through here now. It's the Ducati. I don't think Michael had the handling completely sorted out yesterday, but it seems a lot better. And whatever that problem was, isn't there at the moment.
He's right with them if he can do anything about them as these two continue to battle up the front. And you know Todd isn't done yet, that's for sure. With a couple of laps still to go, there will probably be another chance. And if those two keep battling, that does allow Dunlop the opportunity as Rob Hodgson comes through in 4th place, followed by Jamie Coward in 5th, and then Paul Jordan and Nathan Harrison there away from Ballabeg.
Right, who's got what up their sleeve?
The fastest lap of the race is still Dunlop on lap 3 on a 2:17.5, so they were no quicker on that last lap when the front two were falling over one another and Dunlop was sat right in behind. And they are right together, the three of them. Into the braking zone. Nothing to be done there this time, so they all just maintain station as we go through cross 4 ways on lap 5 of 7 in this S&S Motors Supersport race.
I think they're all weighing each other up at the moment.
There's 2 laps to come after this one, so there's plenty of action to happen yet. Browne is having a quick look, or Todd rather, having a look just down through Great Meadow, just runs out to the right-hand side just to see, just sizing them up with a couple of laps to go where the opportunities might come. As the rest of them come through, Nathan Harrison, the last of those there, holding on to that 7th place.
You've got 3 of the best road racers in the world here, haven't you?
Dunlop having a look up the inside.
He's not going to do it this time.
To just back out of that one, and that maybe just does compromise him heading on to the all-important start-finish straight down through to Ballakagan. That does present that opportunity. He's just compromised himself a little bit there with that line.
The Ducati, Chris, isn't as fast as I was expecting it to be, frankly, at the moment.
No, we've seen earlier in the season where it's just had massive straight line speed. It's not happening here today, just at the moment. So out onto the penultimate lap. Browne, Todd, Dunlop, boom, 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 as quick as that. Plenty of action coming.
There is, yeah. I was expecting the Ducati on the faster straights to make up more ground than it is doing. I think Michael's making it up in corner entry at the moment.
Doing all the work into the cornering. Yeah, he's got his head absolutely down on the tank. There's nothing more to come out of it, I don't think, when he's on the straights. So he has no real pace advantage by the looks of it over the bikes ahead of it. Mike Browne, of course, on that voice precision, engineered by Russell Racing Yamaha. I don't think it's the Yamaha that Richard Cooper rides at the Northwest. It's a different bike, but nonetheless, it's from the same stable. Paul Jordan going through there. Jordan is holding on to that 6th place. Let's take you down beyond the top 3. Rob Hodgson in 4th. Jamie Coward in 5th. Paul Jordan in 6th. Nathan Harrison 7th. Rounding out the top 10. Joe Yearsley, Erno Costamo and Grant Thompson.
Browne's getting away. Browne has gapped them a bit.
Something's happened a little bit there.
There's a half a second in that at the moment. So Mike Browne has gapped them just a touch. Now, whether the other 2 made any kind of a mistake, I don't know. Or whether he's just got his head down. Penultimate lap.
What can Todd and Dunlop do into the braking zone? They're all still together. Just how the string goes back out as the elastic, as they run out of the corner, out of the big braking zone. Browne has this small advantage coming up to Church Bends for the penultimate time. 3 of them right together in Great Meadow. Another spot for the slipstreaming. Dunlop running into that big hole created by the 2 in front of him.
Dunlop's been rehearsing this corner down into Castletown corner. We've seen him switch to the inside but not been able to do anything about it. Is it just a rehearsal for him?
Hodgson, Coward, Jordan and Nathan Harrison come down through Great Meadow, but it's the action at the front, as you say, into Castletown corner at the end of lap 6 of 7.
That's what he's going to do in the last lap if he's going to do it. That's his spot. That's his preferred spot.
Yeah, because it just compromises him coming onto this start-finish straight every time, just trying that different line. Just seems to put him a couple of bike lengths further back from Todd than he has been. Is Todd anywhere near close enough in the slipstream to get alongside Browne? It doesn't maybe look like he is this time.
If anything, the 2 bikes in front, the Honda and the Yamaha, have got the legs, I would have said.
Browne on the Yamaha out front, Todd on the Honda, and then Dunlop on the Ducati. 3 different makes in the front 3 as we go out towards Iron Gate for the final time.
at the tyre rubber, the marks that are down. The track is properly getting rubbered in. It's only going to get faster and faster. You can start to see all the big black lines from the braking and power coming out the corners.
Todd closing in. Can he do anything at Ballabeg? Let's see as they run into here. Is he going to try anything? No, he's just going to sit behind, I think, Browne, and wait for a chance maybe later on around this final lap as we pick up Hodson coming through in 4th place. Then Jamie Coward in 5th. Paul Jordan in 6th. Then Nathan Harrison in 7th place. Nothing quicker on that lap either. Still Dunlop with the quickest lap from lap 3, that 2:17.5. But it's the racecraft at the front. Browne's just eked out another couple of bike lengths.
He's fast through there, isn't he? But Browne seems to be really good through Williams Corner and Billown Dip.
But Todd is closing. Todd is closing right, and Dunlop's closing right in on the pair of them as well. They're coming right together here into cross four ways. Not enough for Todd to do anything about it. The three of them just sit in line of stern in position. We've got the final mile or so to go. The run down through Great Meadow into Stadium and then Castletown Corner. The last chances to do something about this for Todd and Dunlop. Mike Browne has the race lead.
He's getting that run out of Church Bends to Great Meadow. Here they are again, buried underneath the screen.
Now, is Dunlop going to do anything into Stadium and Castletown Corner? As you say, he's been having a look in each of the last couple of laps as the rest of the top 6 come through. Hodson, Coward and Jordan, followed by Nathan Harrison in 7th.
Here we go. Last corner coming up. Dunlop's gone the other way. Browne is blocking. They're all great stuff. Talk about defending. Michael Browne then on the R6 Yamaha did a great job there. It's a drag race to the finishing line, but it looks like Browne has got it. There's the checkered flag, and he does it. Brilliant ride for him. Slaps the tank of the bike. Well done, Mike Browne.
That was a terrific racing by all 3 of them at the front. Fantastic scrap. Browne from Todd, from Dunlop is the top 3. So Dunlop gets his first result of the Supersports of the week as well, having retired last night. Rob Hodson finishes in 4th. Then Jamie Coward in 5th and Paul Jordan in 6th. That was a great scrap